remember reading about Rabbi at Princeton thinking, wow, I can't believe that here's this Orthodox Catholic in a place that could be pretty hostile to someone with those beliefs. And just knowing that Rabbi was there at Princeton gave me, I think, the courage I needed to go forward with what I thought was my vocation to become an academic.
Rabbi George is a professor at Princeton whose work in legal philosophy, moral philosophy, had an extremely important impact in terms of defending the truth of the human person.
Rabbi wants our culture and our church to flourish, and that means flourishing in truth.
Rabbi George looks at the church and the culture with what I call Christian realism.
If you really see what Rabbi's been doing for the past 30-some years, he's been showing the reasonableness of Catholic teaching. He's been showing the rational foundations of Catholic teaching.
Rabbi's an extremely energetic and charismatic teacher, and also a very dedicated one.
He is a teacher who is willing to go the extra mile for his students.
My favorite story about Rabbi involves a colleague and co-author and good friend of ours, Sharif Gergis.
So I was just beginning to date the woman who's now my wife, and I wanted to take her on a date, and I wanted to bring wine.
Rabbi called ahead, went to the restaurant, and delivered 2 different bottles of wine, and then sent Sharif an email saying, when you get to the restaurant, the wine will be waiting for you.
And I hardly knew Rabbi at the time, but it was the best wine I'd ever had. No doubt about that.
Rabbi's a full-service mentor.
He is a fighter, he's optimistic, and he kind of infuses that energy and that optimism in the other people around him as well.
He really believes the faith. I think that's the biggest shaping influence on him.
Rabbi tries to actually live out what he preaches. He tries to live out the moral theory that he believes in. And he does it incredibly well. I wish I could emulate and instantiate those virtues as well as he does.
He wants the church to be the church, to preach the gospel. I think his impact on the church has been enormous.
He's really helped the church find a way to speak in our cultural moment on many of the most important moral and political issues facing our church.
He just doesn't waste any opportunities. If he's in a room with 5 people for a single session of a seminar, he's going to put on his best show.
He is never afraid to speak the truth in season and out of season.
Rabbi and I have been on the same platform, fighting the same battles, and I've always been proud. He's a great inspiration to me and to many, many others.